Republican gubernatorial candidate of Michigan, Tudor Dixon, recently shared probably one of the most cringeworthy ads I've ever seen. Take a look.
Hey, have you seen the TV ads with the governor talking about the great things she's done for Michigan?
She's a liar. Whitmer can say what she wants, but we live here. Just look around, man.
During COVID, Whitmer locked down businesses like the Owasso Barber and put one woman from Holland in jail. Oh yeah, 3,000 restaurants closed. And she's pro-business?
Yeah, right.
And what about those higher gas and food prices?
Our schools were closed for almost 2 years. Poor kids.
Speaking of kids, Whitmer says she's gonna work like hell to keep killing babies.
And she put COVID patients in Graham's nursing home.
Graham died alone.
Okay, I'm voting for the other chick. What's her name?
Tudor Dixon.
Okay, let's roll.
Watch out for potholes. Whitmer never kept her promise to fix the damn roads.
Wow, that was bad. That was really bad. Now look, to be fair, Tudor Dixon didn't pay for this, which is surprising because she's got all that DeVos money. But no, this was again from the Gratiot County GOP, which, guys, you might want to work on a little bit better. Okay, I'm just saying that seemed more like a parody than an actual political ad. I don't know. Maybe maybe I'm just like used to all these very slick super PAC ads. Maybe I'm just not. Maybe it's not with the regular average Gratiot County biker. I don't know. But wow, no. You know what? This was bad. Okay. Look, I know that political ads usually are pretty cringe, but you're calling Tudor Dixon. Who's that other chick? I'm gonna vote for that other chick. Really? Wow. And by the way, this also makes bikers look stupid. Hey, I don't know anything about politics because I'm an average biker person who's very, very worried about Graham. You know what? My grandma actually did die during COVID. Not from it. She had a stroke. I didn't get to see her. And the reason that I didn't get to see her in the hospital is because of idiots, morons, who didn't wear masks. They didn't get vaccinated. And that forced the state to, yes, have to do more lockdowns because right-wingers like that did not care about anything but my freedoms. My freedoms. I'm a little upset. Not at Gretchen Whitmer. And look, she wasn't my first choice. In the Democratic primary, I voted for Abdul Al-Sayed. A doctor, right? But look, that said, Gretchen Whitmer did a halfway decent job at attempting to try to keep the state safe. Despite the chuds that were, threatened to kidnap her, and of course were screaming about their freedoms. I don't want to wear a mask. Oh, I'm a big tough guy. I don't wear a mask. Look, these people, terrible ads aside, which is fun to laugh at, but the actions of the things that these people did made things worse during COVID. Not better. They had actually done, what we were all asked to do. Then yeah, things would have ended up a lot better, I believe. But we had a lot of the country, a huge chunk of the country, that said, no, I'd rather go to Applebee's. Yeah, screw you guys, screw your health, screw your grandma. I'm going to Applebee's. I want the 2-for-1 sandwich. Now, the good news is that Tudor Dixon not doing very well. I hope she does not win. Because look, Obviously, she would be an absolute disaster. She's massively, massively anti-choice, even in the cases of rape and incest. That's horrifying. But not to mention, again, she's your typical MAGA chud. And she'd bring all these MAGA chud policies to the state. Can't afford that. Not good at all. But the polls, the latest poll released by the Trafalgar Group on Friday shows Whitmer with 51% of voters and Dixon with just over 45%. That's, again, a little close for comfort, but again, not really surprising, given how, look, Michigan went for Trump in 2016, but, went for Biden in 2020. So it does have the capability of swinging back and forth, all depending on how they turn out the voters, how they energize the voters. Now, there's another poll that's a little bit more friendly towards Democrats, and that was one commissioned by the Detroit Free Press, which recently found Whitmer with a 16-point lead. The incumbent governor had the support of 55% of voters, while Dixon had the backing of only 39%. That poll, which surveyed voters between September 15th and September 19th, had a 4% margin of error. As far as business goes, Detroit's Regional Chamber of Commerce endorsed Whitmer for re-election after backing her in 2018, and it's the latest biz group to back her, along with the Northern Michigan Chamber and Michigan Manufacturers Association. Groups that have typically back Republicans have remained neutral. And so, look, generally, it's not a great thing when you have Democrats that are supported by giant corporations and business groups. But I think what they've seen from the side of Tudor Dixon is that she's insane, and that her policies would bring even more ruin. Whereas, again, Whitmer, my issue with her is she's always been very establishment. And so the establishment is saying, yeah, we're going to stay with Whitmer instead of going with these insane people that are going to bring the state down